हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। आज हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं 10th हिस्ट्री चैप्टर 5 प्रिंट कल्चर एंड मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड के कुछ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस। इसमें 1 मार्कर भी हैं, 2 मार्कर्स भी हैं और बड़े क्वेश्चंस भी हैं। और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि आपको ये कंटेंट काफी अच्छा लगेगा और इससे आपके पूरे चैप्टर की रिवीजन एक बारी हो जाएगी। तो चलिए बिना देरी किए हुए स्टार्ट करते हैं कुछ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम प्रिंट कल्चर एंड मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड। लेट्स स्टार्ट। Question number 1 is name the oldest Japanese book. Answer to question number 1 is the oldest Japanese book printed in 868 AD is the Buddhist Diamond Sutra. Number 2 is which was the first book written by Gutenberg. Answer to question number 2 is the Bible was the first book written by Gutenberg. Question number 3 is who brought the first printing press to India. Answer to question number 3 is Portuguese missionaries. Question 4 is who developed the first printing press? Answer to question number 4 is Johannes Gutenberg. Question number 5 is the printing press is the most powerful engine of the progress and public opinion is the force that will sweep despotism away. Who said these words? Answer to question number 5 is Louis Sebastian Mercier. Question number 6 is which method of hand printing was developed in China? Answer to question number 6 is from AD 594, books in China were printed by rubbing paper against the inked surface of wood blocks. Question number 7 is how are bibliothèque blue different from penny chapbooks? Answer to question number 7 is penny chapbooks were carried by petty peddlers known as chapmen in England. These books were sold for a penny so that even the poor could buy them. Bibliothèque blue were low-priced small books printed in France. Both were low-priced books printed on poor quality paper, but the Bibliothèque blue were bound in cheap blue covers. Question number 8 is what was Protestant Reformation? Answer to question number 8 is Protestant Reformation was a 16th century movement to reform Catholic Church dominated by Rome. Martin Luther was one of the main Protestant reformers. He wrote 95 theses criticizing many practices and ritual of the Roman Catholic Church. Several traditions of anti-Catholic Christianity developed out of the movement. Question number 9 is why is Charles Metcalfe called the liberator of the press in India? Answer to question number 9 is Charles Metcalfe was the acting Governor General of India in 1835. He distinguished himself by liberating the press in India and was responsible for removing all the restrictions on the press in India. Question number 10 is what kind of books were available in India before the introduction of print culture? Answer to question number 10 is earlier the books used to be handwritten either on palm leaves or handmade paper. India has a tradition of handwritten manuscripts in Sanskrit, Arabic, Persian, as well as in various vernacular languages. Pages were sometimes beautifully illustrated. They would either be pressed between wooden covers or seen together to ensure preservation. Question number 11 is which place or city had the breakthrough of first printing press? Answer to question number 11 is Strasbourg, Germany had the breakthrough of the first printing press. Question number 12 is mention the technique adopted to educate white-collar workers in Europe during the 19th century. Answer to question number 12 is the technique of lending libraries was adopted to educate the white-collar workers in Europe during the 19th century. Question number 13 is mention any one technique of preserving the manuscript in India. Answer to question number 13 is the manuscripts in India were preserved by pressing them between wooden covers or being sewn together. Question number 14 is who brought the print culture to Japan? Answer to question number 14 is Buddhist missionaries from China introduced print culture into Japan around 768-770 AD. Question number 15 is why couldn't the production of handwritten manuscripts satisfy the ever-increasing demand for books? Give any 3 reasons. Answer to question number 15 is the ever-increasing demand for books could not be satisfied by the production of handwritten manuscript because of the following reasons. First reason is production of handwritten manuscripts was a tiresome work. Copying was time-consuming, high-priced and painful. The second reason is manuscripts were delicate and difficult to handle. The third reason is it was not easy to carry the manuscript everywhere. Question number 16 is mention any one characteristic feature of offset press. Answer to question number 16 is one characteristic of the offset press was that it could print up to 6 colors at a time. Question number 17 is name the first edition of the Indian religious text published in vernacular. Answer to question number 17 is the first edition of the Indian religious text published in vernacular was the Ramcharitramanas of Tulsidas. Question number 18 is who invented the printing press? How did he develop the printing technology? Answer to question number 18 is Johannes Gutenberg, a German goldsmith, is credited with the invention of printing press. Having spent most of the childhood on large agriculture estate, Gutenberg saw wine and olive presses. By and large, he learned the art of polishing stones and acquired expertise in creating lead molds. Using this knowledge, he adopted the existing technology to design his innovation. The olive press became the base model for the printing press, and molds were used for casting metal types for alphabets. By 1448, he had perfected this system, which led to the development of printing technology. Question number 19 is what kind of information did the periodical press and newspapers carry in the 18th century? Answer to question number 19 is the periodical press and newspapers carried combined information about current affairs with entertainment. They also carried information about wars and trade, as well as news of developments in other places. Question number 20 is mention the contribution of Richard M. Hose, New York, in print culture in the mid-19th century. Answer to question number 20 is Richard M. Hose had perfected the power-driven cylindrical press. This press was capable of printing 8,000 sheets per hour and was very useful for printing newspapers. Question number 21 is what were penny chapbooks? Answer to question number 21 is penny chapbooks or pocket-sized books sold for a penny by peddlers known as chapmen. Question number 22 is what did the Grimm brothers publish? Answer to question number 22 is the Grimm brothers of Germany compiled traditional folk tales gathered from peasants and published them in 1812. Question number 23 is explain any 3 features of handwritten manuscripts before the age of print in India. Only written content. Answer to question number 23 is the following were the features of the handwritten manuscripts before the age of print in India. First is they were very popular and were produced in various vernacular languages. Second is they were produced on palm leaves or on handmade paper which were beautifully illustrated. Third is they were pressed between wooden covers or sewn together so that they can be preserved for long. Question number 24 is why is Charles Metcalfe called the liberator of the press in India? Answer to question number 24 is Charles Metcalfe was the acting Governor General of India in 1835. He distinguished himself by liberating the press in India and was responsible for removing all the restriction on the press in India. Question number 25 is why was Martin Luther in favor of print? Explain 3 reasons. Answer to question number 25 is Martin Luther was in favor of print and spoke out in praise of it because he wrote 95 theses criticizing many of the practices and ritual of the Roman Catholic Church. His ideas were reproduced in print in vast numbers and reached a large section of people. According to him, printing was the ultimate gift of God and the greatest one. His protests ultimately led to the division of church and beginning of the Protestant Reformation. Thanks for watching, and if you have liked this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thanks a lot. God bless you.